everyone. Good morning and welcome back to the Glassman's World. I am Dan the Glassman, and we are just about to get started here. Let me just get the camera all set up in a proper view here. Make sure that you guys can see what's going on and what I am doing. I believe that'll work. Usually I'm working right here. Yeah, that's a good spot for it. Alright, so the other day, or before we get started, let me not burn my hand. So the other day, or yesterday, I don't know when it was. I don't know if it was yesterday or I think it was maybe yesterday morning. I was working on these balloons, some glass balloons, doing some kind of like rainbow color here, as you can see, and they came out pretty nice. This one here, not so much rainbow, more white with a few of the primary colors, I guess. Blue, red, yellow, and then there's a green, which isn't primary, but what color would that? That should have maybe been black, huh? All right, so we're gonna just make a couple of these. I thought I was gonna have more time. I turned the kiln on a while ago, and then I went shopping, and I spent more time shopping than I thought I was gonna be. So, so let's just make a couple items real quick before I got to get going here, because I only got about 30 minutes, and I don't know how many I can make. We're only gonna probably make about one or two this morning, so let's get started right away. But first things first, let's take a look outside and see how beautiful it looks today. Beautiful outside. Looks like we got some nice clear skies out today. I don't know if you can really see. It looks more white than blue. But yeah, that's our outside view there in the back. You can see my little hot air balloon. I don't know if you can really see that. Kinda. It looks better in person. It looks real dark right there, but that hot air balloon silhouette, that thing is way cool. I purchased it off one of our vendors recently at the Sunday Nob Hill East Market, and it was like, I don't know, I think it was like maybe $6, $15. It was less than $20, I'm pretty sure. I think I got it for like $5 to $10, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, I really like it. I think it's a pretty nice, like a sun catcher, I guess. And it looks like it's glass. It's got a really cool little print on it, but I think it's just some sort of like a clear print that's either double-sided or like the light shines through it. Some sort of a transparency paper. I'm not really sure, but I really like it. It came out really nice. So give me one moment here. Just gonna do a quick little head change. Make sure that we're all set up and ready to go today. Make sure I got all my glass ready. The kiln is on. Let's check the temperature of the kiln real quick. Wow, it's at 11:21, so we need to turn that down already. Usually it takes 30 minutes for it to reach temperature, so I was gone for a while. I must have been gone for at least an hour going shopping. I left about 6:30, got back about 7:30, I guess, and then had to put all the food away. All right, let's get going here. We don't got much time today, so let's get started. We'll work on some glass here. So you can see the balloons are in the back, and I'm just going to make a couple real quick. Like I said, I don't have too much time today. Maybe 30 minutes. We'll see. Maybe I'll just work on one of these. I don't know. You know, I was thinking, being that July 4th is coming up, probably be doing some red, white, and blue themed glass. You know, some Patriot colored glass. So let's work on a red, white, and blue hot air balloon. So I believe that hot air ballooning started in France. I think that's when the first balloon went up. And now it's been Americanized. We now have Hot Air Balloon Festival, the world's largest hot air balloon festival or fiesta right here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, which is really awesome. And I've been a part of it for many years and flying with this team. This will be the 10th year, guys, working with Rick Jones and Polar John. That year, it was actually known as High Polarity when he first brought that balloon out. The very first year that I was flying with him, we flew a different balloon. I think it was like 1 or 2 years we flew a different balloon, and then he finally brought out his new balloon, which he named High Polarity at first. I don't know if you can see that or not. Named High Polarity. It doesn't matter. But yeah, it was named High Polarity, and then he named it Polar Dawn by the time we all got together. Alright, so let's do a red, white, and blue hot air balloon. What I'm thinking is we're going to just put 2 strips of red on each side, opposite side of each other. 2 strips of blue in between those, opposite of each other, and then have some white going in between all of those to make it look really nice. So basically what I do is I round up my 16 millimeter rod here. Get this all rounded up. And not too much, not too big. Just a little bit bigger than the rest of the rod, maybe a millimeter on each side. And then we'll start with the red. And like I said, we're just going to go on opposite sides of each other. We're going to heat up the color glass here. I'm going to turn down that oxygen just a little bit. I don't want to boil the color. So we're going to turn down the oxygen just a little bit. Once I get it molten like that, then I can attach it to the top and then follow it down and use the heat to keep it molten, keep it flowing, and then I can flame cut it off at the bottom like that. And we'll go over to the opposite side, heat it up, go on the opposite side just like that, bring it down, and try to pull it in the same amount, the same length. So then they're pretty much even. When you're spinning them, they're about the same length. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Glassman's World. Sorry about all the glitching and everything. We had 13 minutes going. I don't know what you guys got to see or witness here. We're still working on the red, white, and blue balloon, patriotic themed balloon, which I said we were going to be making since 4th of July is coming up. And I was talking about all the different red, white, and blue themed balloons that are already out. And how there's a company here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, that's known as either World Balloons or Global Balloons. And I'm not really 100% sure. So they could be known as global balloons or world balloons. I worked with them one time and I thought they were world balloons, but then when I got paid, I think the payment came through global balloons. So there could be a difference in pay and company and everything like that. So, but sorry about the stream, guys. I had people coming in and then lost everyone. I don't know if the stream was glitching just a moment ago. My computer is really horrible. It's a Chrome, an LG Chrome. It's a standalone desktop, and it was gifted to me about a year ago, and I didn't understand like what was going on. I thought the person was just like, "Oh no, we just got a new computer and didn't need this one anymore." But apparently, it's at least 10 years old, and it's so old that it no longer gets its automatic updates, so it's basically gone obsolete. So this computer is just old and it glitches out, and I don't know how to really like allow it to not glitch anymore. I don't know like if it's trying to like do updates automatically still, and that's why it just shuts down. And maybe I just need to like turn off the automatic updates, I guess. I'm not really sure. I have no idea why it turns on and turns off. I just know every day I'll come in here and I'll go to like watch a video or something, and then a few moments in, it just like stops working, glitches out. I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on? So I am working on glass balloons. This is glass balloons, guys, and I was showing off the few balloons that we had made yesterday. And we got several balloons over here that we had made. It came out pretty nice looking. Got some good colors there. And so I figured we'd just work on a couple right now. I was hoping to get this one done within 15 minutes, which is right now, and work on another one within the next 15 minutes. Let's see if we can just rush through. Because I had to hurry and reboot the computer and mess with all that. So I lost a little bit of timing. Well, let's see what I can do here. Just get this to the right shaping and everything. Just turn it into a balloon. So I just want to round up these colors just a little bit. All right. Now we're going to get our 5mm rod here. We're going to attach this to the top, but kind of towards the side, towards one side more than the other. That way we can form a loop, basically start on one side and then pull it this way like that. Go from here and it goes there. I'll probably put it on a white one. Let's see which white one is the most prominent. That one right there. So put it on that one. Boom. Make sure it's attached. Then pull it a little bit to make sure it's really, really attached. And then bring this side over to the opposite white, which would be this one right here. And attach that. Flame cut it to pull it off. So I'm getting ready for Balloon Fiesta, which is coming up in October. You know, it's kind of far away, but for me, you know, the more balloons that I make, the more I'll be able to sell, the better my inventory will be. And I can also get rid of them wholesale right away. And I'm really hoping that I can get my account going with Discover Balloons here in Old Town, New Mexico, in Albuquerque, in Old Town, Albuquerque. Because if I can get my account back, if I can get it going with them, they are the main balloon shop. You know, unless I create my own balloon store and become like their competitor, which I don't really want to do. But at the same time, I see that glass balloons alone, just this alone, makes its own business, and this is something like I'm really pretty sure that I'll be blowing glass, making glass balloons for the rest of my life, and trying to make as many balloons as I possibly can that have actually been made and created and flown throughout Albuquerque Balloon Fiesta. And I have dozens and dozens of books. Well, not dozens and dozens. I have several books. I probably have like a dozen books that are the annual balloon guide for the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta, and it shows the registry of all the pilots and all their balloons. So every balloon that registers to fly is in this book. Like, unless there's like some late entries that didn't get their photo in, it's like the yearbook for hot air balloons. If you didn't make it to photo day for yearbook photos, well, you might miss out, I guess. All right, we might only have time to make one real quick here. This one red, white, and blue one. I do have a morning job today I need to get to, and I don't want to be late. I want to get there right away at 9 o'clock, so that way I can get back home as soon as possible. My daughter's here with us this week, and so, I want to be able to spend some time with her and with the family. Also, wanted to announce that my wife, she just graduated from her doula program and received her official certification. That's huge, guys. She's been working on this for for longer than we've been together. She's been working on being a doula and being a birthing coach, being a breastfeeding coach, doing a lot of work with expectant mothers and families and just people who are, got babies on their way. And so she's been really working on this. And even with her own childbirth was a miracle in itself. She was told she'd never be able to have babies and everything. Hey, what's going on, Austin? I see you're here. Okay, you got 9 a.m. Well, it's 8:30 here, 8:37. My number is 37. So let me finish this up. We're just gonna do the one. It's one red, white, and blue. That's so crazy. I turned on the kiln to make one hot air balloon. What a waste. The problem was I woke up this morning. I was ready to get on the torch at like 6 a.m. or 5:30, and then I realized, I need to go shopping. The cats don't have all their food, and I need to make sure that we got everything that we need. And I wanted to grab some stuff for my wife so we could have a little celebratory dinner tonight. And so I just wanted to do that. And then right away I remembered, but I got a job to do. Reddy got a job to do. He's gonna keep on fighting. But yeah, Dreddy over here ain't got no more dreads. I got a lot of gardening to do. I'm gonna keep on planting all the seeds that love to grow in the sunlight with water and soil. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know the seed will survive if you keep on loving it through the power of the Most High. I'll keep on gardening. Let's change up the song. All right, there we go. Red, white, and blue. And thank you so much on the congrats on the doula. Oh yeah, so she's actually helped in coaching that as well. But she's more so about the whole birthing coach and being helping with maternity and that kind of stuff. But there was a Kudum, what is it? Kudum event yesterday at the local university, which is known as UNM, or the University of New Mexico, also known as Lobos. So New Mexico Lobos, they hosted a curandera event, curandismo event, which has all the curanderos, curanderas, which basically is just Spanish um, for like a natural healer, a medicine man, a medicine woman, and they do a lot of working with herbs and traditional medicines rather than working with pharmaceuticals and things like that. So we went over there for a little while. They have a sign up so you could go there and get like some work done. My wife realized though that they did not have any work out there. There was no healers out there who were doing anything for pregnancy and birth. And she's very good at what's known as the rebozo method, rebozo technique, which is basically a technique where you use like a scarf, long a long fabric. You can even use like a sheet, a blanket, something that you would put underneath the expectant mother and put it underneath their back, and then you basically lift them up with this like scarf or with this blanket or a sheet or whatever it is that they're using, and you can basically reposition the baby and be able to get the baby's head to move and spin downward, so then it can get positioned properly for birth in the right position and everything. So she knows about this technique, the rebozo technique, and some other techniques as well. And she realized that they weren't offering this, so she might do that next year and actually become a demonstrator. But she went yesterday just to go get some healing herself, which was really cool. And while she was there, she got the announcement. She got the email that she is officially certified. And that's a huge, huge deal. So thank you for the congrats. Eventually, she'll probably come on live with me at some time here and there. She's probably been on a few lives here and there. Sometimes we've done like holidays, making Thanksgiving dinner and things like that, and I'll share what I'm cooking and stuff. So she's been on a few different streams, but we don't really do like the whole couples streaming team stream. Oh yeah, be part of the Dream Team stream. The team, what is it called? Dream Team? The streamer? Dream Teamer. I'm just making this up as I go. Alright, I gotta get going though. It's already 9:43. Look at that, 30 minutes to make one. So that's gonna be red, white, and blue. It doesn't look like it. It just looks like it's all dark black or whatever. It is what it is. But we're gonna take this off. We're gonna uh, fix the punchy mark on top here. Just melt down the punchy mark real quick. And also, I'm wondering if my oxygen is finally run out. That's another thing. Is I've been trying to run out my oxygen for the last few days. And it's been working, and dabbing, and it hasn't gone. I'm like, okay. So maybe it's now finally, it looks like it's getting like softer as we keep this going. So I don't know. But there it is. That's the red, white, and blue one. It's not going to turn red and blue right away. It's got to cool down. I do believe that's the red and that's the blue. There's the white right in the middle. Oh, and then that kind of stuff can happen. Didn't break. Okay. I didn't lose the tip. All right. I got a better grip on it now. Something fell though. I dropped this color. All right. So let's put this in the kiln before we have any more accidents. I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. I'm Dan the Glass Man. You've been watching Glass Balloons, and we're getting ready for Balloon Fiesta the second week of October, coming up soon here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I'll bring you guys along on the journey every day if I can. And like I said, I crew with a Dawn Patrol team, so we're out there every morning, 5 a.m. on the field, unloading. We fly by 6 a.m., which is before everyone else. And then, and speaking of red, white, and blue balloons and themed balloons, this is our friend Marissa and her Marissa or Mars rover. So there's Mars rover right there, which actually this is a cloud hopper that used to be owned by Rick Jones, the pilot that I crew with and I fly with. So she ended up buying his cloud hopper off of him, I believe, and she flies locally here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, with I think Global Balloons or World Balloons. But there's one of the red, white, and blue themed balloons that I may replicate. And then we also have the world balloons that we have flying around over here that I may replicate as well, or not really replicate, but do something close to it, like a generic version of them. That way I don't get in trouble with, taking their designs and then selling it without their permission. But we'll do something very similar to those themes, something like the Mars rover here, which that's a cloud hopper. There's no basket. She is the basket, and she's got propane tanks on her back. Those are some very interesting hot air balloons, guys. Hey, what's going on, Madame Star? I was able to check. Let's do that real quick. I was able to check, Madame Star. You still here with me? I do need to get going. You emailed on December 19th. Okay. I need to just double check that and see. Maybe what it was is that I have your number here, number 23. I don't know where my book is that then tells us what the prize was. And I'm thinking that I just don't remember what the prize was. Do you possibly remember? I still have Spirit Baby Kells. Also, there's like number 5, number 6, and number 16. You won number 23, and I'm wondering if that was the day that my video got removed because I was saying some things that I'm not allowed to say or whatever. I don't know if there's one over here that was a jellyfish. I don't know if you had a jellyfish. Oh, you chose the glass balloon, which was one of our balloons. And the reason, let me check what's in here. The reason why I didn't remember what yours was because I don't have a glass balloon over here for some reason. Or maybe I do. Okay, there's one in a baggie here. Was it our color balloon or was it a blue balloon? Blue with kind of like purple. Because I have this one in a baggie, which is cool. We're talking about glass balloons, so I'm glad that you are a glass balloon winner. Stays in the theme here. I do need to get going though. I only have 10 minutes to get to my clients now. I wanted to leave 4 minutes ago. But yeah, I do. It is this one. It is the blue balloon. Awesome. I now know. So that one's yours? It had the blue and it was like a peacock blue with like the purplish. If that one's it, I'll put it in there and we'll get it out to you. It was in a bag, so it was like all hidden. I didn't know whose it was, who it belonged to. I still have Brewers Prospecting 420 with a number 15 and a number 24. And I believe Brewers Prospecting 420 won the Dabber, but I don't know what the other one was. And I've got several prizes over here on the side that don't belong to anyone. I still have ICU's prize as well. So I have yours, Spirit Baby Kel, Brewers Prospecting 420, and ICU that I never delivered. So I will get that to you. And because it was such a long delay, Madame Star, you're gonna get something else just randomly that I'm gonna just send to you. Just because that's what I always do. If things take a while, it might like work out better for you. Just so you guys know, if just keep on bugging me and be like, hey, did you ever send that? Did you ever get that out? Whatever it is, let me know. And if it takes a while, I'll be like, I feel bad. Let me just send you an extra one or two or something different or something special. So thank you so much for your patience, Madame Star. Thank you everyone else for tuning in and watching. I really do got to get going. We got to do some yard work. We're tearing down a gazebo to set up a whole new patio area and putting a pergola. I don't know, some kind of a paragon type of a setup. I forget I don't know how you say it, but we're about to tear something down today, I think, and check on the plants, see how the garden's doing. We got a lot of baby tomatoes coming up. She's got a lot of carrots, a lot of beets, a lot of what else did we put? Beets and radishes, and a lot of cabbage, and a bunch of other plants, strawberries. So we got to check on all this stuff. It's going to be awesome. And yeah, I definitely will stay hydrated. It gets hot out here in New Mexico. We're in the high desert, and the heat, it might say it's like 82 degrees, but it feels like it's 100. So, because that UV temp, it really gets hot. But thank you so much for watching. I'll get that out to you, Madame Star. If I don't get it out by this weekend, then for sure on Monday. So, and yeah, because I might just make something special for you or see what I got laying around, because I got a lot of stuff. I got a lot of inventory now. Got some cool items. Maybe get you a spinning top or something fun like that. But yeah, love and blessings. Thanks for watching. You guys have a good day. I am out.